Us on Strictly since 2017, but last year had to take a break from the dance floor after revealing her breast cancer diagnosis. Since then, she's been sharing her story to help others, and she's now teaming up with royalty. And here to tell us more, it's Amy Dowden.
Thank you so much.
Hello, gorgeous.
So beautiful.
How are you doing? You were Blackpool at the championships the last time we were talking, with all the little ones dancing up there.
Yeah.
And it feels so good to be back in that big ballroom for you, doesn't it?
Oh, it really does. Actually, I was dancing last night with my husband, the cha-cha-cha, in the studio, and it just feels so good, after so much time away,
Of course, I know. And how are you feeling? I know you got some wonderfully hopeful, positive news just a couple of months ago. Tell us about where you're at right now.
Yes, so I was told there was no evidence of disease, which was, the best news I could ever imagine. Obviously, I can't be told I'm cancer-free for 5 years, and I have an injection now once a month to keep, because I had a hormone-fed cancer, to keep my hormones shut down. But no, I'm doing really well and going for a rehab, get my body back, and thank you.
And still dancing?
Getting back into it gradually, and I'm just loving it. It's making my heart so happy. Yeah.
It's because it does make you... It's you, isn't it? It's what we knew you for as well. That is what you were before this past year. And you're just desperate to get back to it at this point.
I really
It's where you belong, Amy.
Yeah, I've missed performing live to an audience so much. And although Strictly was absolutely incredible, keeping me part of the family and part of the show last year, it was kind of bittersweet going when I could between chemo treatments and watching, because I was there with my best friend supporting them, but I wanted to just be them. I didn't want to be living the nightmare I was. I wanted to be with my best friends, dancing, doing what I love most. So although I was there, which was great, it was also really hard. And I had many times where I cried backstage of production or some of the dancers afterwards because I just wanted to be there with them all.
But very excitingly, you're now going to be working with King Charles, is that right?
So, part of the big help out, which is between the 7th and 9th of June, and we're asking everybody who possibly can to volunteer, because charities such as Cancer Research UK, Macmillan Cancer, Breast Cancer Now, Young Boys Lives Free Cancer, these charities, organisations, wouldn't be possible without volunteers. They are the heartbeat to all charities. And, having Crohn's disease and suffering with cancer myself, I only know too well how important these charities are. Well, we're alive because of them, aren't we, as a fellow Pink sister? Because if it wasn't for Cancer Research, we wouldn't be here. And, if people could spare an hour or half a day or a day...
Doing what? Anything? Answering a phone?
Yes.
Chatting to someone?
Exactly. Go litter picking. You can download the app, and it tells you what's going on in your local community. And, you don't even need to leave the house, but it's proven as well, being a volunteer, what it does for you, your self-esteem, your mental health, meeting new friends, learning a new skill. And I think just leaving, because I try to do as much as I can now to give back. And I think, gives you a bit of pride, doesn't it?
It's a great idea, actually. Really brilliant.
Amy, I just want to... Because you look beautiful. Your hair, I love that hairstyle on you. And, your positivity always shines through whenever I see you talking about your experience and what you've been through. But you were a person, you felt it when you heard about the diagnosis of the King and Princess Kate, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when Princess Kate shared the news, only because I was lucky enough to meet her during my chemo treatment, and she gave me so much time. She was so kind. And actually her words was, let us know if there's anything we can do. And then just knowing what, that finding out that she has to have chemo, and knowing, what you have to go through, you only know too well. Emotionally, my family, whilst I was going through treatment, I don't think my parents slept. I can remember getting the news and my sister saying, oh, Dad will sleep tonight now. And I could see in their eyes, the pain in their eyes. And I can't tell you how many times my parents would say they would do anything to take it away from me, or them to have instead of me. And my mum's had cancer twice. And it's just the thought. And also knowing that she had to go through it in the public eye. She's got 3 young children. And that's for anybody going through cancer. I sit on the oncology ward once a month, and I've made friends with this lovely lady in her late 30s. And you know, and she's putting a cold cap on and she's talking through her symptoms, and my heart just goes out to her. I just don't want anybody to go through it, because it brings everything back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's still quite raw for me, and it's just a really cruel, cruel, cruel illness to have, and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, and that's why I want to do as much as I can. Let's get as much research out there so people don't have to go through this.
Absolutely. You definitely, and I know you're the first to say, you have dark moments. Of course, everyone does when you're going through any kind of a cancer diagnosis and treatment. Branda, you know, and you, gosh, you know, sadly, more of us know. But there's something very special about you. Anytime I've met you, there's an electricity about you, where I can see, where we talk about the big help out and the volunteering things that you're part of. Copperfield, I know you're very close with. You bring such a joy to everyone that you work with, and raising the awareness. And we know, talking about our screening, don't skip any kind of screening campaign, that we've been talking about it here in this show, and you feel so passionate about that. And you're such a person to kind of voice all of these campaigns, because firstly, we sit up and we listen to you. You've not only lived it, but you voice your feelings so incredibly well. I think you really reach out to everyone. And the campaign, that's a really important thing. We cannot skip any kind of screening. We just can't do it.
Absolutely. And if you notice any change, you know your body best. I'm looking at everyone. And if you notice any change, book an appointment with your GP. And like, I never thought at 32 I was ever going to get diagnosed.
You're 30, you're so young, you said, of course.
And if I wasn't checking, then I wouldn't probably be here right now. I had grade 3 out of grade 3. So if you're not checking, who is? Because you don't get mammograms through uni 50s. But also, if you do get the option to go and get checked and screened, please, please, please go, honestly, you know, because it can ultimately save your life.
Absolutely. Do not skip it.
Amy. Strictly this year? Any... Is that the goal?
Yeah, I'm working really hard on getting all my body back, because obviously I've got a new upper body now, and after breaking my foot, and doing all the physio as I possibly can. But that would be the dream, to be back with my best friends on the dance floor doing what I love.
Oh, Amy, we love you on the dance floor. You've a lot of Strictly friends, of course, as well. They wanted to have a little word as well today.
Hi, Amy, it's Gorka. And Graz. And we just want to send you a big message of love. We know you're going to be here very soon, and we just can't wait to be back with you. We love you. We miss you. Mwah!
Bring it on. It'll be Strictly season before you know it. You know, that's what happens, isn't it? It comes around so quickly. So good to see you, Amy. We love you, and so chuffed to hear your news as well. Amy Dowden, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you.